two, 2.5% plus or minus a tenth of a percent of the general population go to heaven, and the other 97.5% go to hell. And when I made that realization, Christ interjected into the experience. I'm very disappointed about this. I died so that everyone could go to heaven. Nobody needs to go to hell. And he said, I gave the church everything they needed to win the entire world to salvation from the generation of the apostles till now, and they have all failed horribly. The 2% is really God's remnant. That's the remnant God keeps for himself. And that tells you that the church is failing almost 100%. If you do the math, taking that about a third of the general population are professing Christians, if you do the math, that means that only 8% of professing Christians are actually saved. So if you're in a congregation of 100 people, on average, only 8 of those people are actually going to go to heaven. Nobody outside the church is going to make it. There are believers outside the institutional church, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the body of Christ. And I was shocked by that. Absolutely shocked and dismayed. And so we went on, as we were doing that exercise, I was paying very, very close attention to the color of the threads, and watching that while I was also watching as people's lives were played out in front of me. And I saw as they did things, the threads would change color. And I realized the thread was changing color depending on their motivation. And that was what I had really been meant to see all the time. And I realized that the time when the threads were white, their motive was selfless love. And anytime they had any other motive, the thread would change to another color. And the people who learned the lesson of selfless love and lived it up until the end, you have to maintain your Christian walk right up to the moment of death, and even in some cases afterwards. But as soon as I came to that realization that the answer to the ultimate question was, what does this have to do with selfless love? If you can answer that question, you know the right decision to make. It won't solve your calculus problems, but if you have to make a decision and you have a choice between selfless love and something else, the only right answer is selfless love. That has to be the motive for everything you do.